Okay, so I tried like 3 times to get internet to do a live broadcast, and it did not allow me. So I'm just going to record here and land it back in the timeline. Hopefully you are still choosing to move your body this morning and you did not just dismiss that and then go about your day, because we are doing something that's so freaking easy. In fact, a lot of times when I might feel like I'm not quite ready to be moving my body too much, especially all the snowing, all of the snow that we've had, but all the shoveling that I have been doing. It is a nice way, because I'll wake up in the morning and be like, wow, my upper body is really sore, or even my back. So this is super easy, and I'm going to show you a couple things, if you do not have a foam roller, how you can participate and still be on the ground with us rolling. First of all, this is a lacrosse ball. You can pick one of these up at, in our area, Swain's, Big Five Sporting Goods, Walmart. If you don't have any of those around, which I'm sure you do, or you can get a bunch from Amazon. You don't need anything particular. I found like a green one and an orange one, and Eric and I, that way I can tell one from the other. Because you can use these on your feet. You can roll all the way. I'm going to scoot back a smidge so you can see my feet. You can start, what you want to do is start from the edges of your feet first, so that you can open up and spread space in between those metatarsals. And so you start on the edges and you just roll through all the way through the arch and into the heel of the toe. And then as you get to the edge, just adjust it to the outside of the foot. And now you're rolling all the way onto the edge. What you're trying to do is find these areas in between your ligaments here, okay? In between the bones on the sides of them, if this is your foot, all right? So you can roll through your foot, go all the way up into your toes, bring your toes up nice and high. This will stretch into the calves as well, okay? And then you can come all the way down into your calf, and you can start rolling it in between the muscles, the gastroc muscle, in between the calf. It feels so good. You can just lay it there. Let your foot completely relax. And just trigger point even, which is just like one of my favorites. And then I'll do a little bit of box breathing. If this is your first time hearing what box breathing in, it's breathing in for 4 seconds. And then holding for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, and then holding without air for 4 seconds. And so I'll do that first cycle, and then I'll move into another position where I might find some tension and relax into that. Now, if you do not have a foam roller and you do not have a lacrosse ball, maybe you have a yoga mat, okay? So here's what you'd want to do with that. I need to make sure I get my morning complete finished. This is my probiotic and prebiotic. Let's see. I brought some in so you could see it. I keep it in this little glass container, and I keep the little measuring guy right on it with a rubber band. Yeah, and so then that works really well, because you're supposed to keep it refrigerated, and the container it comes in, oh, there it is. I've been trying to get my 12 ounces of water in before I drink my coffee. I'll tell you, I wanted my coffee after I was out shoveling. I'm going to show you the little package that it comes in. Maybe you've seen this. This is Morning Complete, and it is awesome. As we're just talking about keeping our bodies fueled by good stuff. This is a probiotic, prebiotic, green superfood. It has antioxidants, balancing, sugar balancing support, adaptogens, cellular function, and liver support. Yeah, it's so good. I don't know if this will come in backwards to you guys, but I would highly recommend it. So, so good. It's easy and it tastes great. This flavor is, it's extra fiber, it's apple cinnamon, and it's got 10 billion CFUs, which are the prebiotic. Okay, back to this. Okay, so some of you might have noticed I taped up my wrist. It's not from shoveling. I actually fell outside. I wish it was during the snow, but it was not. We're getting rid of some items in the truck out there, and I fell on the gravel. The gravel is like this big. It's big gravel, and one of the little edges of the rock, I fell on it really, really, really hard. Oh my gosh. But I've been taking those supplements. I've been taking some Chinese herbal stuff for trauma. I've been taking my Deep Blue, the supplements, the polyphenol supplements, as well as the Deep Blue oils for bruising. I taped this up the very first day that it happened, and I iced like a motherfucker. You know what I was going to say. And it made a huge difference. And so I'm so glad I know how to take care of my body when I actually, injure myself. It was no fun. But yeah, I've been keeping myself in check. So you want to roll this yoga mat super tight, okay? So super, super, super tight. And then you're going to use some rubber bands. So anytime I go to the grocery store and get veggies, I get these guys, right? And so I'll put those around there. I was not able to actually do this, like extend my hands out. So it's gotten so much better. So happy. So hopefully the snow doesn't keep me from having clients up this week. But I was worried that I might have to cancel clients because my hand was so bad. But it is better and better. So let's just not overwork it, right? And let's do the other hand. I'm learning to be ambidextrous, so that's good. All right, so another rubber band. Make sure it doesn't get all cattywampus on there. It's all flat and straight. And then you got your last one on this side, okay? Make sure it stays tight. And then get that one. Oh, see, gotta remind myself, other hand. There's always some good in the stuff that sucks, right? Okay, so there I am. Now I've got a foam roller-ish, right? All right. So one of the things that I like about these longer foam rollers is you can just put the foam roller like right on your spine, especially since this is a softer one. So you're just gonna lay on it, okay? So here we are. And try to go sideways here so you can see a little bit better. All right, so, and then you're just gonna roll back down and roll nice and slow, because then what you're doing too is opening each vertebrae. If you got long hair, make sure it's up and out of the way. Okay, just tuck it around and get it out of the way, because you don't want that to snag. And you can just start with this. I feel that in my low back, feels so good. And I'm just gonna adjust a little back and forth, because that's where I'm tight, in the low back. And this feels amazing to just let one leg fall to the side and open up. Yum, 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 yum. Good. And then open your arms up and let those upper chest areas, your pecs here, open up. That's a nice one too. A lot of times throughout the day, we're doing this whole computer, leaning forward on our phones, looking down at things. And this is a nice way to just take a moment. Do that box breathing again. Just spend a moment thinking about, okay, how am I wanting my day to be run by me versus my day running me? Do a little stretch through the neck. Have a little gratitude for the snow where it slows things down a little bit. It's so peaceful outside too. It's peaceful because you're not hearing some of all the other noises. And I don't know, but it gives you a little bit of a permission slip to slow down a little bit, doesn't it? Because people are like, oh, maybe they won't make it in today. Eric took my truck because he's got a 2-wheel drive, and it doesn't get around well in the snow. Okay, so I'm adjusting. I'm now using my foam roller. This one is called the Grid, and I love, love, love it. I actually found an on-the-go, it's a small little ball. It's basically like this, but it's bigger. It's not this hard, actually, as the lacrosse ball, but it's great for traveling. It doesn't take up so much space. You can see that this one is shorter than the normal foam rollers. I think they're even a little bit longer than this, and they're great for wanting to do your whole spine, but they're not so great for traveling with, right? Okay, so now I'm just getting on my side a little bit, and I'm rolling into my hip area, just above the iliac crest, the top of that hip bone, and I'm just laying here. Nice big inhale and exhale. Feels good. I'm actually doing a little twist, which is really nice. That actually feels really, really good to do that twist. Okay. I'm going to bring this down, and then I'm going to roll up a little bit more into my arm. Yeah. So we're just going to do a little brief full body, upper body. Mostly, I think I did some lower body not too long ago. You can always search in the top of the group for Tuesday Tabata or just Tabata. And here's the thing with Tabata, I'm not actually doing more of the traditional Tabata today, where you're traditionally working out for 20 seconds and resting for 10 seconds. I like to mix it up a little bit. But the idea is that you're just doing a short workout. So Tabata is with a timer, and you're kicking your butt for 20 seconds. Now, this foam rolling can feel like kicking your butt sometimes when you're finding some intense spots like I did just now. And so make sure you're breathing through it. Work it for about 20 seconds and then move on. That feels great. This shoulder's been kind of giving me havoc too. And it's probably when I fell, I kind of jarred everything. So I didn't fall hard, but my hand was the first thing down. All right, so from here, what I'm going to do, if I can get around this chair that's right here. Don't need a lot of space, obviously. No excuses about space. You know, we're moving into this MOVEmber challenge, and at the end of it, if you don't know, I'm giving away my time. I'm giving away my time to one person. Well, that's not true. It's not one person. One person will win time with me, and that might be creating a space for you to make movement more of a priority in your life. It might be setting up a routine for you. What's going on with your body? What does your body need? What is getting in the way of you making it happen? Is your schedule really super busy and you just feel like you don't have time to work out? We'll look at your schedule, and we'll figure out where are you feeling like you could actually put 4 minutes of workout time in your schedule. So we'll find the way. I know we will. And you'll be excited and you'll be impressed with how much time you actually have in your schedule to put towards the things that you really want to be doing that's a priority. So I'm going to roll through my wrist just because I know I need it with these extensors that were overworked. Yeah, that's nice. Like that. Up into the elbow. Ooh, yeah. And then a little bit of adjustment back and forth. Ooh, the attachments down there on the tricep. I think I might have bruised my tricep a little bit too. I don't know anymore, right? You bruise and you don't even know how you got it. Oh, jeez. All right, so you can do the other side, but we're going to go into the leg first. So I'm just going to bring that underneath and come and just rest the leg down. Now, if you just have your foam or your lacrosse ball, just put that right into the muscles down below. Find your sit bone and then adjust a little bit of time through there. That feels really good. My hamstrings are tight too. I know that I need to spend a little more time stretching those out. One habit stack that I've been doing, not all the time, but most of the time, I would probably say 75% of the time, is when I'm brushing my teeth, I'll put my leg up on the counter and I'll just brush my teeth and stretch my hamstring at the same time. Feels great. Yeah, see, there's some habit stacking. There's ways that you're already brushing your teeth, so stand there and stretch your leg out. All right, so I'm going to bring this leg back so that I can like slide a little bit more on this. Okay, you don't have to have your leg all the way back. You can have it right at your side. And you're just going to roll through. And bring your leg out. Adjust your toes towards the outer part of the leg. You'll hit a totally different muscle. And then bring your toes straight up towards the ceiling and roll all the way up to your sit bone and roll all the way down. Now, if you don't have either of these gadgets, you could simply just be stretching, right? So you could just have your leg out to the side. If your knee is really compromised, then just bring your foot out like this, okay? And then just stretch with your toes towards the ceiling. Nice big inhale and exhale. You could do your box breathing here, and then bring your toes inward, but let your hips stay straight. If you can't reach your toes, which I'm actually got my hand over my toes, maybe I'll go this way, scoot back a little bit. This video on here is a little closer than it normally is with Facebook. So I'm going to grab the outside of my toes. I'm going to bring them in. I'm going to keep my hips forward. I'm going to get a nice little stretch right across here. Feels great. And then I'm going to come down. I'll feel that all the way through into my calf. It's lovely. Okay, but if you're on your foam roller, then you're just rolling through here. Remember to be gentle when you come across the knee area though. Like, put your hand behind your knee, and once you hit the side of your hand, you don't go any further. It's pretty compromised through there. Okay? So then go ahead and roll back onto your seat. Bring your calf and let it sit right on the upper part, right below your knee. And for me, this isn't that much weight. My leg isn't that heavy on this that I'm really feeling that much. So you can stack your legs, so then you've got a little bit more weight on there. That's okay, you know. If I wanted to really like use my wrists, strengthen my wrists a little bit too, I could, or even work my triceps. You can keep your fists straight and then lift your butt, and that'll get a little bit more weight on there too. Plus you'll work your upper body. But I'm not looking to do that. I just did that with snowing, with the shoveling, with the snowing. What's with the snowing? All right, so double legs. Nice little stretch through the low back. Yeah, that's nice. Roll it down. Keeping the spine straight. I'm getting a little bit of trigger point too with that across the calves and then stretching forward, which is really nice. All right, so then we'll roll up to the other side, get into that hamstring. Beautiful. So yeah, if you're ever needing a workout, you don't really know what you want to do, you need a little variety, all you have to do is just get into this group and go up and search at the top. So then you can find a workout. Let's say you wanted to do some qigong or some wuji. Maybe you wanted a heavier duty workout. I've got a lot of them in there. So you just need to go and search, and then you can find something in the group here. No excuses, right? No excuses. So just challenging you guys to move your bodies more every day. I'm highlighting this around my friend Evan that is missing, in highlight of men's mental health. So please help me stay motivated around moving our bodies more, so we're releasing more endorphins, those happy feel-good endorphins, hormones. And even when we've got these days that are a little darker with the snow out, at least in our area. I was talking to a friend the other day in Florida, and it was like 88, and I was like, you suck. I could never live in a place like that all year round. I really love the seasons, you know. Give me a high five, a heart, a thumbs up if you're the same way. I mean, of course, if you live here, you do enjoy the seasons. You might want a little more sun. I'll agree. I do want a little more sun. But you know what? You can always go somewhere for a little more sun. I'm not a big advocate of tanning beds, but those happy lights work fantastic for seasonal affective disorder. And yeah, you know, it's like you just don't know what other people are dealing with, even when you think that you know them well. And so I'm really wanting to get this challenge out there to more people. And I'd love to see some newbies on here move in their bodies in some way. Be creative. Show me how you're moving your body. Now, again, if life just seems too crazy, I want to encourage you to reach out to me. If you think you don't have time to work out or move your body, I challenge you on that. I challenge you to reach out to me. Everyone that participates in this challenge in some way, you've posted a photo about ways that you're getting your body moving. You organized a space. You're out doing more activities. You've shared the event on your Facebook page and you tagged me. How else? You donated to the cause. I don't know if you saw my post the other day, but for every $1 that you donate towards the Move Your Own Way, I will give you that many more chances at winning time with me. So come on, you guys. I know that you've got it in you to move your body a little bit more. All right, so we have gone head to toe with foam rolling. I feel like I can get a little adjustment in there. This is one way that I can get an adjustment on my own. Just put my foam roller in the mid part of my back. Take a nice big deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Ooh, yeah. And then I just bring my neck up towards the center. The other day I worked on a spot behind my shoulder blade that was so tight with my lacrosse ball. It was fabulous. All right, so there's my movement for today. As I was doing a bunch of shoveling and I wanted to do something that felt really good to my body. So So let's do it, you guys. Let's move our bodies more. Last reminder. Get your body moving. Get your body down to the ballot and put your vote in, because it matters so much. All right, you guys. It's so good to have you here in this group and keep you motivated around moving your body, around creating more space for you to be doing the things that you love and not spending a ton of time keeping up on all those chores, but giving you hacks to make sure that it happens and that it's not creating so much time on your weekends. All right, I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Leave me some questions in the comments. Tell me what you're doing. Post. Feel free to post in the timeline on your own what you're doing. Rainy, you did that the other day. That was a great example. All right, you guys, I'll post in the link again, the MOVEmber challenge, how you can take part and be part of that. And at the end of this month, win some time with me helping you get through the blockages and the things that get in the way of you really living the life of your dreams. Take care.